Parshat Shemot introduces us to Moshe Rabbeinu, our greatest leader. Moshe, our rabbi. Moshe, our teacher. Moshe, our leader. And yet, when we think about Moshe and we look at his actual identity, it's actually quite complicated. Who was he? Was he Egyptian? Was he a Jew? Well, who was Moshe? He grew up in the palace, the Egyptian palace. He was saved by Batya when he was floating down the river. He never experienced slavery. And on the day that he actually went out, Vayitzeh lechav, Vayar ish Mitzri makeh ish Ivri, he saw an Egyptian smiting, hitting a Jew. And then it says, Vayifen ko v'cho, he looked this way, he looked that way. He wasn't too sure exactly what was going on. Vayar ki ein ish, he saw there was no man, Vayitbaneu b'chol, and he buried him in the sand. We all learned when we were younger this idea that he literally looked this way, he looked that way, he checked there was nobody watching, and he killed the Egyptian. However, I heard a beautiful idea about the idea of Moshe Rabbeinu at that point. Vayifein ko v'cho, at that point, Moshe looked inside of himself. He looked Vayar ki ein ish, and he said, who am I? Do I associate with the mighty Egyptian? Or do I associate with the Nebuch Jew being beaten up? Who am I? Who am I? Vayar ki ein ish, Moshe saw, I don't know who I am, I have to decide who I am. Vayachet HaMitzri, he killed the Egyptian inside of himself. From that minute onwards, Moshe Rabbeinu knew exactly who he was. He understood his identity. We learn from Sefer Shemot, from Parshat Shemot, the concept of Jewish identity. Moshe Rabbeinu made that choice at that point. In our lives, we may all have these choices to decide who exactly we are. We have to decide what are our priorities. Who are we really? May we all make the correct choices and learn from the beautiful example of Moshe Rabbeinu. Shabbat Shalom.